Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa Waya Ejuma or radio any television so one or Pesa Ushia camera works, one or Pesa Ushia video editing. Anunti say Wabia Journalism School, another College of Education, Polytechnic Nwabie, another University, Embo Senior High School Nwabie, na Aiwaniswadi Unisa Pesa Waya Juma radio so another TV swa. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and Mema. Anunti found form ne our Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo enkran achibota ene ABC ene di enhwanimu omo oga rural bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366 ana 0560140932. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?
Right, welcome to Ask Television. My name is Abigail Ayakinoti. It's still your favorite program, Leadership Basis. And today, Leadership Basis, we are taking into consideration poor educational system in Ghana here. I don't know if you would agree with me that the educational system in Ghana is very poor, but that is what we are discussing today. And I have with me here a gentleman who is half a Nigerian and half a Ghanaian, and then he's also an old student of University of Professional Studies, Accra. He was a former UPSA Electoral Commissioner. He holds an NGO of his own. Without wasting much time, I'd like us to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll continue. Be reminded that this program is proudly sponsored by Ask Media Training Institute. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa Waya Ejuma or radio any television so one or Pesa Ushia camera works, one or Pesa Ushia video editing. Anunti say Wabia Journalism School, another College of Education, Polytechnic Nwabie, another University, Embo Senior High School Nwabie, na Aiwaniswadi Unisa Pesa Waya Juma radio so another TV swa. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and Mema. Anunti found form ne our Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo enkran achibota ene ABC ene di enhwanimu omo oga rural bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366 ana 0560140932. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?
Alright, so welcome back from that quick commercial break. As I said earlier, I have with me here a gentleman who is a former UPSA SLC Electoral Commissioner. He is no other person than Honorable Sunday Felix Danso. So without wasting my time, quickly go to him so that we'll continue with our discussion. You're welcome, Sunday.
Thank you.
I mean, today you're looking very good. Like, what's up?
Yeah, actually left with just 24 hours or 48 hours to my birthday, so I have to be happy.
I see, then that is why you are glowing like that. Anyway, Sunday, what is poor educational system?
To my own perspective, when you say poor educational system, it's when you mistake the two words, that is schooling and be educated. There's a far difference between when you are schooling and there's a far difference between when you are being educated. And you notice that most Africans are actually schooling and not being educated. So when you relate these two words together, it gives you a very, very poor poor educational system. Yeah. Okay,
so do you think that Ghana's educational system is poor?
I wouldn't say only Ghana's educational system, but I'll go across most African countries, because you notice that for the past ancient of days and years back through our colonial masters, you see that they've given us that kind of like system whereby they tell you where to start schooling from, where you are going to school, after the primary school, kindergarten, GSS, university, and when you are done, go and look for a job. Without the educational factor in the young ones that are leaving the school. So I would say it's a general disease affecting the whole Africa. I'm sure recently people are getting to see the better side of it, and they're moving away from it.
Okay, so do you think that, you see, the subject that we study in our basic schools, like primary, KG, primary, and then to JHS, do you think that the subjects are beyond our standard or they are moderate?
Well, if I get their old system very well, I think their own reason would be like because they want the student to be versatile with all, any opportunities that come their way, you understand? But to me, I would have preferred if that could have been done when you are in the primary school, you are in the JSS and SHS. But when you go to the university, at least there should be a channel whereby anything you do is relating to what you're going to do after university, not doing other, different scope altogether. You notice somebody, let me say, doing a business in the university, having a science-related course. It's not, compatible at all. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the factors of poor educational system in Ghana?
Some of the factors, okay, I would say, let me say, I don't know how to put it, but to my own perspective, I would say factors that can lead to poor education in Ghana. First of all, is the infrastructure. Yeah, you notice that we don't have much information as students to work with. So if we don't have much information, we can produce more results. Yeah, and also I will say the financing power. In as much as we are doing education, not everybody is schooling. And you see, so only the few that goes to school. And even if you go to school, how to sustain yourself in the school with textbooks, with food and everything. It's all. There's all lot of factors depending on the environment in which you find yourself. Yeah. Okay,
so since there are lots of factors, what are some of the effects of this poor educational system in our country today?
The effect of it is we are rather enrolling massive of students into the schools, but we don't get results after they leave the school. Because the reason we go to school is to what? To learn, and what we've learned to solve problems in society. But we all go in there and come out there and still want to keep learning, but we don't want to practice what we've learned in school to solve our societal problems.
So in solving societal problems, as you just said, what do you think the entrepreneurs should do to actually help curb this poor educational system that is going on in Ghana here?
Entrepreneur, what they should do?
Yeah, what they should do to,
I think,
if not to end it at all, to minimize it in Ghana here.
I think that is a very, very good question, and that will lead me to the parental guidance. You notice that almost 50% of the young ones that go into that's the schooling and education and everything are being decide on their parents what to go and do in school. I gave birth to you, so I'm saying go and do this one in the school. I think that's where the root issue is all coming from. So if parents could allow their wards or their children choose what they desire to choose, I think that will help very, 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 very beautifully. And also if they could minimize, too much of theory and go into the practical issues about education and what they are schooling about, I think that will go a very long way to help the poor system in Ghana.
Okay, thank you very much, Amjo. All right, so as he said, the entrepreneurs should actually come together and help those who are in schools now, especially at a lower level, so that parents should also not force whatever the children should do at school, being it a nurse or no. You have to allow the child to personally choose what he wants to choose. This is where we stand on to go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa Waya Ejuma or radio and television so one or Pesa Usia camera works, one or Pesa Usia video editing. Anunti say Wavia Journalism School, another College of Education, Polytechnic Nwavie, another University, Embo Senior High School Nwavie, na Aiwaniswadi Unisa Pesa Waya Juma radio so another TV swam. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and the Mema. Anunti file form ne our Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anasa Royal TV officer ewo enkran achibota ene ABC ene di enhwani mu omo oga rural bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366 ana 0560140932. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the Bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?
Alright, so welcome back from that quick commercial break. It's still leadership basis that you are watching, and my guest, as I said earlier, is Sunday Dan. So let's quickly go and continue our discussion. Sunday, do you think that the free senior high school is a waste of money?
Oh, to my own view, the free senior high school, I wouldn't say it was a waste of money or a waste of policy, but I would say it's a policy that shouldn't be implemented at this current situation that we are in. I mean, come on, it's a good policy, but the policy, it's a long-term policy that shouldn't come at this dispensation. We're looking at the economic, I mean problems going on in our country right now.
So how many years were you expecting this policy to actually come in place?
I'm looking at it that, you know, before you build a house, you have to make sure the foundation is very, very strong. You understand? We are having so many unbuilt schools in the neighborhood. I mean, so many, like, you know, low down educations with no chairs and tables in their classroom. I mean, we should have focused on all those ones first and make sure they are in good condition before we can bring in the free policy of, of SHS. And notice that right now when you go to most senior high schools, you even see some people even living or lying on the floor because they are just to choke, or because of what? Free SHS. So I think the timing was not good at all. We should have done more background and more, you know, foundation before implementing that policy.
But don't you think that that is why the government has brought in this double track system? Or
still, the double track system is like you put in a roofing ceiling and still the under is not that good at all. Yeah, so it still doesn't go on the way around again, because you notice that it's not about you saying it is free. It's about the comfortability and the quality of education. That's what I'm saying about. So even if it is free and I go there, I don't have that comfort in me to learn. It's kind of like of waste. I'm putting it that way. Yeah. So
your time during your senior high school days, how many were you basically in your room or something like that?
In my own time was kind of like, you know, I mean, I would like to say it was kind of like the 2013. They call it the year of like epic in SHS, because we have both the 3 years and we have both the 4 years. So you could see how kind of like intensive that year was for us. I mean, it was quite challenging. Yeah, it was quite challenging, because you notice that even at that time, things were not in proper section. I mean, we had to find our own ways to make sure that we learn and we pass.
Okay, so now government has brought free senior high school, and within a period of time they've added double track system, which you are saying that is the timing is wrong. So what do you think the government should do to minimize this poor educational system, because it's already poor? Okay. And then now this tool has also come in place. So what should the government do to minimize it?
Beautiful. I mean, this is a very, very good question. To me, I would have loved to say this: education is not politics. Sure. And that is the mistake Africans have done. I'm telling you, education is not politics, and that is why the European countries will always go ahead of us. We don't play education plus politics. It's a two different thing altogether. So I would have, if there should be a quality education in our dispensation, then education should stand as independent alone. Whether it's NDC coming or whatever person that's coming, it shouldn't be attached to what? Politics, because every politician that comes into power has its own goals, has its own ideas. So you see, so I think with that one, and you know, when you change too much of politics in education, it affects we the normal Ghanaians.
But don't you think that it's based on their promises? You see, whenever they are reading their manifesto every 4 years, you realize that what you will say in your manifesto is far-fetched from what another person will say. So don't you think that is the reason why they don't actually follow what the past government has done? Because, for instance, if you are building, let's say, this school at Ashi, and an NPP, for instance, and I come in power, I did state it in my manifesto that I would build a school at Ashi, but I said maybe I'll do a dam or something. So then, don't you think that is the reason why I would boycott that one and move to my own?
Yeah, that's why I said earlier on. That is where the background, like the mistake, is coming from. Okay. Because you see, because if every party is coming to power with its own policy, toiling with the educational system, it will affect with the normal Ghanaians. Sure. Trust me. Because if this year I come, I say SHS is 3 years, another one comes, it says 4 years, and trust me, the student mind is not like I become like, you know, some balls you can just play and be like to and flow today I'll come. No. It should be very, very stable, that in such that there should be a different sector for education, whereby no matter party that comes into it, you don't think about education, because that is the life source of the Ghanaian youthful ones that are coming. You know, without that educational system, we can learn, we can know, and knowledge is power right now. We can be who we want to be. So if every year we keep having promises, and you are saying because of your own biased promises, we are putting thousands of Ghanaian youth into danger, I mean, what are we saying? It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Sunday, You see, your district, you have an MP, you have a DC, and all of that. Do you have any government primary school in your district?
Yes, they are. And even the question is, even with the education, do they even supervise them?
That's what I'm asking you. If your district, maybe your government school there, probably do you see the MP and the DC assemblymen taking care of the government schools there?
To my own district where I came from, that's Amunoko at the Eastern region. Normally, you see that the progress of the school hasn't been on the basis of governmental support. Okay. It has been on the basis of individual coming in to support the schools and NGOs. Thank you for instance. So easy. So if those individuals don't come in and support the school, no one does it. Okay. So you see, no one does it at all. And I have some, my grandmother always said that there's a past issue where I come from, like, those days when they were coming up, they're having some good grades. But right now, when you go to my hometown right now, sorry to say, but performance has really reduced.
Yeah, I asked you this because I went to a particular district and trying to give out something, and I realized that even the MP of that particular municipality doesn't even know that the school that is in her own do not have books, and it's not well painted. They don't have library. Basically, they are in need of a lot of things. Okay. All right, so you are being reminded that this program is proudly sponsored by Axe Media Training Institute. You can locate Axe Media Training Institute on 2 premises. That is one, Kumasi Ahojo Royal TV premises, and then Accra Achimota on top of Gawura Bank. Axe Media Training Institute says no matter how bad your result is, don't worry, you just come here. If only you have interest in becoming an editor, a news anchor, a presenter, or a radio, anything at all that has to do with media, all you need to do is to just pick up a form at their premises and you would be attended to. So Sunday, do you think that most people now go into nursing? I don't know why you're laughing, but do you think they're going to nursing because of monetary reasons?
Oh, I mean, majority. Even I was even a victim before, correct, to even go to training class because of the allowance, but I stopped.
Really?
Yeah, years back ago, after SHS.
Okay, so why are people now going to nursing more?
I think the normal Ghanaian is very, very being conscious of tomorrow. So you see, so he or she wouldn't want to go and entangle himself with unemployment, caricature bias, think and everything. So he or she wants something that he knows when he goes into that sector like this now, in times to come, he will get his job, even at least the little job to just manage life with. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why that's what you think. Basically, people go into the nursing.
You even see a nurse and be like, wow, could this be a nurse? Holding phones and they don't even show the passion for the job. Yeah.
Okay, so Sunday, this brings me to, don't you think that the government should offer jobs to tertiary students as well, just like the nurses? Immediate employment. Because looking at it, the tertiary students, those in the universities, they pay much more than the nursing training and whatever. So don't you think they are also supposed to get some jobs? At least government should also offer them jobs.
Even the governmental training schools, as a training college and the nursing schools per se, even as for them, their jobs are not being secured already. You could see that out of the year, only half of them even get the actual job. Then coming to the university graduates, will be choked. Even some are still even for years to come, and still there's no job. And that's how we have good Ghanaian students leaving school and they go outside there and perform very well. And we hear of them over there, and we just look at them and laugh, which is very, very bad. Yeah.
Okay, so this program is proudly sponsored by Axe Media Training Institute. Let's quickly go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa Waya Ejuma radio and television so one or Pesa Usia camera works, one or Pesa Usia video editing. Anunti say Wabia Journalism School, Anasa College of Education, Polytechnic in Wabia, Anasa University, Embo Senior High School in Wabia, Na Iwaniswa de Unisa Pesa Waya Juma radio so Anasa TV Swa. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and the Mema. Anunti file form ne our Royal TV office officer ɛwɔ Kumase ahoju enhyiaye so anasa Royal TV officer ɛwɔ Enkran Achibota ɛne ABC ɛna di enhwanimu ɔmo ɔga Rural Bank na ɛsoro hɔ a ahomatofo so a wobetumi afrɛ 0540102366 ana 0560140932. Ask Media Training Institute Osi Bisa near the Bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?
Alright, so welcome back from that short commercial break. Let's quickly continue with our discussion. So, fellas, I want to ask you something. It's really important to me. What do you think that the people, those who are graduates but are not employed, what do you think they should do? For 7 good years, you graduate from a school like University of Professional Studies, you are paying 4,000 plus. So what would you do when after 7 years of graduating, you don't have a job?
Okay, when it comes to unemployment and being a graduate, I would say I will blame the student that goes to the university 70%, and I'll blame the government 30%, because we are being like I've been lied to that when you go to the university, then the next step is what? Go and look for a job. But it's a big lie. University, the word university is universal. You know, you are going there to be trained in your profession. So you see, and your profession can be any way and means to implement them. So you see, if maybe you finish the school and you don't get a job, what next should you do? You can begin something on your own, little by little, and you can also build yourself.
And I heard something like, if you go to school, university, it doesn't end in the four corners of the school, but then you have to socialize and network. So is it the networking that is giving the second class lower student graduates the job, leaving the first class? Because it's kind of assumed that first class usually they don't get job because they are always on book. There's no networking. Is that true?
Oh no, that one is not true at all. Me, I always say get a good grades and prove it.
Okay.
So you see, it doesn't matter the grades you get, but if you can prove your self-development, come on, every company will come for you. Okay. It's what is coming from you, not what you've gotten. So you see, fine, that is a advantage, but if you are proving yourself more worthful than your grade, come on, you have it.
Alright, so your final words to those who are on the verge of graduating this month, next month, thereabouts?
Yeah, my final words would be like, the outside there is not what they think.
Okay.
So what I would tell them is that they should stop complaining and they should stop putting blames on people. Rather, they should pick up themselves and fight for their own path.
Okay, so Sunday, I would give you this platform to talk about your NGO and your donation that is coming off in the next 24 hours.
Oh yeah, in the next 48 hours, I'll be going. 48 hours. I'll be going to Isawam female prison to donate to them. Yes, just to show the love to them and care to them, and that's on my birthday. Oh. And that's what I do.
Alright, so this brings us to the end of the show today. As Sunday rightly said, don't concentrate more on government, but then all you need to do is to focus more on yourself. When you are able to graduate from the university, it's not an easy thing to graduate from. People write 8/8 and all of that, but all you need to do is to basically follow what you want to do. Don't focus so much on government. And as he rightly said, in the next 48 hours, he would be having his donation at the Insawam female prisons. He's a male, but his donation is at the female prisons, and I'm wondering why. You can as well support him with this with the mobile money number 0545303480. Bringing the show to an end. It's been great. I've been grateful that you also sat home to watch this program. God richly bless you. And I want to use this opportunity to say my sincere condolence to my mother, my grandma, and in fact my whole family for our loss. It hasn't been easy, but by the grace of God, I know that the Lord will strengthen all of us. This brings us to the end of the program today. It was proudly sponsored by Ask Media Training Institute. As you rightly said, just ask and you would have it. My name is Abigail Ayekinote. Catch you same time next week. It's bye for now.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma wana opese waye adwuma radio and television eso wana opese osua camera works wana opese osua video editing. Enunti se wawie journalism school anase college of education polytechnic no wawie anase university embo senior high school no wawie na ayiwani swade hunu se opese waye adwuma radio so anase TV so Ask Media Training Institute ana mekanfo edi amawo o hostel edi ma ema ene mema enunti fa form ne ewo Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo enkran achibota ene ABC ene di enhwanimu omoga rural bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366 ana 0560140932. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?